before we can jump into the main course. So when we say CCTV surveillance system, what do we understand by CCTV surveillance system? First, what is CCTV? Then secondly, what is surveillance? So we're going to take a look at that. So that will take us into the introduction of the course. Firstly, what is CCTV? Is an abbreviation. CCTV. What can you come on? Is an abbreviation, simply means close circuit TV. We all know what TV means, right? Television, closed circuit television. So, sorry. We can put just in front. We can put camera. Let me have a CN. That's camera. So then we can say camera. We are now in technology life. So when we talk of camera, in our day-to-day activities, every day, we all see camera. We all operate cameras on our phone, on our various gadgets. Either your phone, your system, and normal camera that is movable. All these camera that what's it called? Photographers use. But let's give the definition of camera. What does camera mean? We can, as an engineer, you can have different definition to this, and again, as a layman language, you can have definition to this. But the technical definition to this camera, you can say camera is an optical instrument that captured light and transform it into image. That's what camera simply means. Okay. So let me just put that down. Is an optical instrument or you can say or device that capture light, transform or convert, transform it into image or video. That is camera. Then we take this surveillance. What do you mean by surveillance? Because all these, let me say, compound words, they merge together to make a course. So when we talk of surveillance, awareness, okay, that's good. That's a layman language, but in a technical definition of word for that, we can say it is systematic observation of a place. Like, for instance, now, as we are all here, even in this company, if there's no camera here is not secure. So there will be a particular system that will be observing all the activities that is going on in that environment or premises. So we can say surveillance is simply systematic observation observation of a place or people. So if we're to put all these together now, we can say CCTV surveillance system camera simply means the systematic observation of place or people. Then you jump to this. Fire or through optical instruments or device that capture light and transform it into image or videos. So that's just the basic definition of CCTV surveillance system. I don't know whether we grab what I'm trying to explain there. Yeah, exactly. So if you were to go into the introduction of CCTV, then we look into intro. We look into the basic concept. Basic concepts, and rules of CCTV. So, what are the basic concepts and rules of CCTV? That is the idea, the basic idea. Like now, you want to produce something, or you want to bring something to people. Like this is we want to implement something. We want this to be working there. We have an idea that's imagination or abstract for that particular thing. You will have a particular image in your mind that you want that thing to capture. Like, okay, I want to produce this, I want it to be monitoring. I want to produce this, I want it to have a particular features, to be doing this, to be doing that. That's what we mean by basic concepts. Then the rules. What are the rules? That is the responsibility that the camera or the CCTV is going to take. What are the responsibility and the concepts? So we say sorry, excuse me. I want to try to drive out some highlight some things. So the one of the basic or core concepts, we say closed circuit. Then we have two. We have sorry, deterrence. Then we have three. Um, we have remote access. Then we have four. Okay, I'm putting down this closed circuit. Then we have for the surveillance or monitoring. Well, you can just put monitor. That's just observing. Monitor. Wait. Observation of place or people. So these are the core concepts or basic concept of CCTV. That is the idea before they implement this. What do we want this thing to be doing? So these are the one, closed circuit. What does this closed circuit mean? It simply means, and if you can see, the CCTV camera can only be attached to a particular monitor, which won't be public. It is private. Not that everybody will be able to have access or view the cameras. That's what this simply means. The circuit is not open. It is closed. Then the deterrence, that's to prevent, to prevent criminal from getting access to a particular place. Like now, if people are passing by these streets here and they see that there is CCTV camera here, it will be there will be a fear in them that okay, this place is very secure. If you enter now, they'll be watching them, they'll be seeing them wherever the person or the owner of the place is. So that's that. Then the second one is remote access. Remote access. The third one, rather, the closed circuit, meaning that the camera can only be viewed with a particular monitor. Do you understand now? That it can be viewed by public people or public. That's what it simply means. Then the remote access, meaning that you can view the camera or the CCTV wherever you are once you have internet access to your camera and your phone that we are using to view it. Then the last one is monitor. The last one is what? Is monitor, like to be seeing all the activities going on, or all the footage the camera is recording to be showing on your display. That's what the monitor is simply mean. Then we look at the rule. This screen imaging. So the rules in security. One, say crime prevention rather. So prevention. Then we have safety assurance. Safety assurance. Then we have incidents. Incident investigation. Or you can just put investigation. Investigation. Then we have business security, public safety. Let me put that one number 4. Public safety. And so on and so forth. So we have many rules that the camera sometimes are basically installed for. One of those rules that they are installed for is crime prevention. Is what? Crime prevention. For instance, you will see even in Nigeria, let me use Lagos as a case study. In Lagos State, it's very rare to enter a company. It's very rare will be recorded and can be what? Traced. You understand now? Then the incident investigation. I will go to what's it called? I will use this guy, Mohbad, as a case study. When the guy died, they went to the house to check the CCTV camera there for investigation that what actually killed the guy. But unfortunately, when getting there, they've uninstalled all the cameras there. So meaning that if they could be able to get access to the camera in the house, they will be able to know what exactly that killed the guy. So that's why we said incident investigation. It is very important. Whenever something happened, you can go back to the camera to review, to do playback, check whatever that happens. And I will give you another case study. There was a day when the company I worked for in 2019 at ShopRite, Ikeja City Mall, that was around December time. There was a man that came in to buy some stuff there, but some people tailed the man to the car park of that ShopRite. Unfortunate for the man, he left the money in the car and entered the city mall just to source for what he wants to buy. Getting there, he has seen what he wants to buy in the mall, and he sent one of his guy back that they should come and do what? Bring the money. You understand now? Getting to the car, he saw that they've broken one part of the glass of the car, and when they opened the car, you see that the money is no longer there again. So he started shouting, making us ranting that why are they not having security in Ikeja City Mall? He want to fight them. He said he want to sue them. And fortunate for Ikeja security system that day, I was there, because we were the one that maintained the cameras. I was there. Then I tried to do playback. When I was trying to do the playback, we see that there is one car behind the man that actually drove in with that man to the car park. Getting there, the guy that drove the car behind the man was watching the man that has the Lexus Jeep, and he allowed the man to get down from the car, enter this thing, and they performed the operation by going. The camera was recording everything. It captured the footage. So the logic the man used was he opened his own bonnet of the car to cover the camera that is watching them, because the man knew that there is camera there. He opened his own bonnet of his car to cover the camera, watching what was happened there. So, but as you see, you will know that they are performing operation there. But he broke the glass of that Lexus, and he drove out of the car park. When the man has seen the playback of the camera, all the shouting, everything he was doing, now realize that the man, those people that break his glass and carry the money, he now realized that they were following him right from bank where he withdrew the money. So that is why we said it is very important. It is very important in any company, or in any facility, even at home. It's very important. I think being like I don't know that the video issue as well. In son that died that time inside the swimming pool. I don't know whether the CCTV camera is not working then, because there's no how. If you install CCTV camera in your house, there should be a monitoring or personal security personnel that will be monitoring the camera time to time. They will sit. If you go to any company, you will see that they will sit with the screen display. They will be monitoring all the activities. If they see any suspicious movement or anything that looks suspicious to them, they are going to raise alarm immediately. That is why this is very important. and as well in public place, like that shopper that I mentioned now, in car park, even all these what's it called, Terminal Bridge now. If you speed past 80 kilometers, there is camera watching you, and it should pick your plate number. You just hear from the government that they are asking you to pay a particular fine for violating the rules. Do you all get what I'm trying to explain there now? Yeah. So those are we have more than this, but these, because of our time, I will just list out these 4 major rules that the CCTV camera can give. Hope you all understand that. Yes. Then we go to the difference.
So after the rule, we're talking about difference now.
Sorry.
So different types of CCTV system. Don't mind my writing, very small. So 1, what are the types of CCTV system or CCTV camera? We have analog. Analog. This is O. And if you can put ANLOULOGUE, is the same thing. Then we have 2.
There is something in front of that alarm. You want to put something in front?
For definition.
I will just explain.
Okay.
So we have what is called digital. Then we have IP. IP camera. Firstly, the first one, analog camera. What are the analog camera? What do we call analog camera? Not, if you are seeing camera outside there, not all the cameras that you see in stores that are analog camera. And the best way you can be able to identify whether it is analog or not analog is by the cable mode of installation. The mode of installation, because this analog camera, what they always install with it is the cable of this is quite different from this. It is this digital and IP that have the same cable. Some IP cameras sometimes they are wireless, while we also have some wired IP camera as well. But in terms of wired IP camera, it uses the same cable with digital, but this analog use different cable to this. And what again you can use to identify this analog camera is the what's it called, the recording device. The recording device of this is quite different from this. Are we getting it now? So in small definition of this, analog camera, they are camera that records or captures image or video and transmits and do what? And transmits the signal, that is that video signal. They transmit in short, they transmit the video signal through coaxial cable. Through what? Coaxial cable. And the digital camera, they transmit the video signal through network cable, which is called Cat6 cable. Or Cat5.
Okay, like that. Analog transmit with what?
Analog transmits video signal.
Analog transmit with which cable?
It transmits video signal over coaxial cable or through coaxial cable. Why this transmits video signal through or over network cable, which is Cat 6 or Cat 5.
And also fiber.
And also, I will soon go there. This as well even can transmit with fiber.
It depends on the distance.
The only time they introduce fiber to analog to CCTV camera, irrespective of type of camera they use, the only time they introduce the what's it called, fiber optics cable is when they are transmitting long distance. And before you can introduce that, all the Cat 6 cable or even coaxial cable, they have their own length that you can run from one point to another camera or to the system, video recorder or whatever device that will record the video. For that network cable, once it passes 100 meters, there will be interference. That's what's it called? Attenuation. There will be loss in signal. So there may be fluctuation whereby you are watching, you are seeing someone on the display of the camera inside, and the thing is skipping, or you can just see camera going down at any time, because this this particular network cable, there is power in the network cable, that Cat 6, and there is signal because it has 8 stranded copper inside. So, and out of that 8 stranded copper, 2 is meant for power, positive and negative. The rest is for signal, recording video and audio. Do you understand that now? Yes. So once the length of that, especially if the length of that cable is too much, there will be loss of current, because as the camera is recording, the cable is transferring the electrical. The camera is just let me say the camera encode. Are we together? Yeah. Camera encode. Why the device, the recorder? Are we together?
Yes.
The camera encode. Why the recorder decode? Do you understand now? So once this camera is recording, it means it's transferring the signal through electrical medium or means. Once it gets to the device, I mean the recorder will now take it back. Are we getting it? It will now interpret the electrical signal and process it to picture that you want to view. That's when it will be displaying on your display or your monitor. Are we getting that now? So, and again, there is always connector that you can also use that to identify whether there is analog or IP. This use BNC. This is what? BNC. Why this use RJ45? Are we getting that? Yeah. This use what? BNC. Why this use RJ45? Those are the termination points of the cable. And again, you have what is called female and male port of this. The same thing to this. And I'm just trying to say the difference between the two, between all these 3 cameras. And again, this is very costless. This is costless. It's very cheap. It's cheap compared to digital camera.
Are you talking of the analog?
I'm talking of the analog. Analog is cheap compared to digital. Why digital is cheap compared to IP? This IP now, wherever you are, IP camera, especially the wireless one, it doesn't need display or monitor, but you can put it if you wish, but it's not necessary that you have display monitor to view this. You can connect your phone directly to it once IP wireless.
So the closed circuit will not be personal.
It will be personal to you. You will be feeling you'll be feeling whatever you want to feel on it remotely. But the only thing is this must be connected to network. It must what? It must be on network 24/7. Hope we are getting that. And again, whenever a camera is being installed, there are some what else do we have as different between these and those?
I don't think we have talked on IP like that.
IP. There is IP is more or less like digital, but the only thing that make it to be a slight difference is this. You can view it directly with your phone, but this analog and this, you can view them on your phone through the recording device.
Okay.
I don't know whether you get my point. You can view this and this. You connect to the recording device directly. So through the recording device, because there are some there's something they call VMS, video management software. That's what they use to view this on phone. These two, even this as well. That is to say, if you want to view this and this with your phone through the DVR or NVR, you are going to connect your DVR, and the only thing that you can use to connect your phone to the DVR or NVR is to have what is called VMS, video management software application, but that application is the normal thing is VMS.
EMSA.
Like being a while now you sabi. So this it work with DVR, which is what? Digital video recorder. Then this work with NVR, which is network. That's network there. The network video recorder. Why this is just normal internet protocol now, IP.
Yeah.
Internet which can also be connected to NVR. This can also use NVR. Why? Because it has power over the internet, PoE.
Okay.
And this also use power over the internet, PoE. That's when we use LAN cable. That's Cat6 kilo.
Digital video what?
Digital video recorder, network video recorder. Hope you are getting that.
Yeah.
Then we go to components. I will just give us 5 components of basic CCTV camera. Components
NVR.
of CCTV. This component simply means the parts, the major parts, the major part of CCTV camera. That if you want to install camera here now, there are some major things that you must put in place before you can say, okay, you are ready to install camera. One, we have the camera itself. 2, we have the monitor. 3, we have the cable or connector. Let me put on because they must be together. Cable and connector. 4, power supply. Power supply unit. Then 5, what's number 5 say? camera.
Component.
How about PoE switch?
Then we have the recorder. Sir?
PoE switch, you go.
That PoE switch, it doesn't mean is not part of the main component, the basic, let me put it, basic components.
One is what?
Camera, monitor, cable, power supply, then the recorder. So the PoE switch that you mentioned, we can just, it can be omitted. It depends
PoE
on the
switch.
number of, it depends on the number of camera you want to install. And again,
power supply.
and it can be on that power supply. And again, when the time you introduce PoE switch it's when the NVR has one port. We have something like that here. That is bigger than the NVR.
That's my one talk to. I think I.
This
single port.
is NVR.
Network video recorder.
So this now, you can see it has one port. Are we getting it now? It has one port. And this one port now, we want to install two cameras now. We can plug, and again, this one port that it has here is just for LAN, for network. Are we getting it? Mean that with
It's not for camera.
it's not for camera, it's for the network LAN. Are we together now? So to install camera with this now, we need to have PoE switch. PoE switch or switch. I think we understand the difference between that. So if you patch or plug in your switch to this, the number of, it depends, the switch that you want to buy itself, it depends on the number of router camera that you want to install. If it is 8, if you can go for 1x8 switch, 1x4, there is 1x4, 1x8, 1x16, 32, and so on and so forth. Once you patch that, it means this port we transfer the port of this, it will expand or extend the port of this device to the number of ports you have at the back of the PoE switch that we are using. So once you patch your camera to that switch and you patch the switch to this, both the switch will be on its own. It will have its own power supply separately. So once it has its own power supply separately, any camera that you patch to that switch will pick its the power from that cable, and the signal there will be transmit to this. Then this will now process it, then display on your monitor. That's when you introduce PoE switch. And again, aside that this has one, there are some that we have DVR or NVR that we 1x4. It has 4 ports. We have 1x8. And for instance, now you want to install like 8 cameras, and you buy or you have 1x4 NVR or DVR. That means you are going to find or get a PoE switch that have more than 4 ports, because you are installing 8 cameras. You must put tolerance whenever you are purchasing any recording device, either PoE, either NVR or DVR. You must put tolerance. You must have it at the back of your mind that, okay, I want to install 4 cameras. What tomorrow or in the future I want to monitor a place in my house, I can add to that camera, and you've already bought 1x4 and you've exhaust all the ports there. So that means if you want to add to your camera, it means you are going to buy another device. That's very stupid idea. Meaning that if you're installing 4 camera, you can go for 8. If you're installing 2 camera, you can go for 4. That means it has more ports for addition of camera in future or anytime you want to install. That's the second instance that you can introduce your PoE switch to your installation. I think we grab that. Then we discuss on the second one. The first one, we say camera, monitor, cable. All these are the basic. They must be available before you start installation. If you say you want to install now, you have monitor, you have cable, you have power supply, you have recorder, and there's no camera. Okay, what do you want to monitor? Nothing. Then you have camera, you have cable, you have power, you have recorder, but you don't have monitor. How are you going to be monitoring the activities going on? It's not possible. Are we getting it?
Yes.
Are we getting that now? And again, if you have all these and you don't have cable or connector, you don't have cable or connector, how are you going to transmit? How are you going to transmit the video the camera has processed within itself? How are you going to transmit it to the recorder? So mean that this also must be available. Then again, power supply, the power of all. You want to install, you don't have power. How will it come up? It won't come up. Power supply must be available. Then again, recorder. If you have all this, you power it, you cabled, you monitor, the monitor is available, you've installed the camera, but there's no recorder. How are you going to interpret what this camera has processed so far or has captured so far? Without this, all these are useless. So there are some attachments that you can introduce after you've gotten this. There are some that are just peripheral. They are just what? Peripheral. That is, they are just attachment to all this. You can just introduce them like router. If you want to be viewing your camera remotely, you install in your house and you are at your office. You want to view what is going on in your premises or in your compound. Maybe you have maid at home. You do sneak in to your kitchen, shop your food, and you want to be monitoring that. You can do that from your office and be seeing whatever is going on. Then you have to introduce what is called router. That is internet. Router. Are we getting that? Yes. So these are the things that you must put in place before you can have full installation of what's it called? CCTV camera. I think we should stop here. In our next class, we discuss on how to install CCTV camera. And if there is any question so far with all this, you can just call my attention back and ask the question.
I want to confirm if the spelling of Bankoasia cable is correct.
Okay, this is it. Koasia cable.
I use X instead of X.
So, do you have any question so far? Do you have any question so far?
Any question?
Yes, I have a question.
You are sleeping.
Okay.
Go ask question.
Yeah, be fast. If you don't pam.
Sorry.
No,
Can you tell us about the benefits that we have for the indoor and the outdoor of CCTV camera?
The benefit of indoor and outdoor camera.
Yes, of CCTV camera.
There is they both have the same benefit, because the work is just to monitor outside, while indoor is just to monitor inside.
Okay.
But if you want to ask that, okay, which type of camera that we use inside and outside, there's difference between outdoor camera and indoor camera.
But same process of installation.
Same process, even they have same megapixel. It depends on what you want to install. Different megapixel, but you can choose to install the higher pixel outside.
How can we choose the appropriate camera for inside? How are we going to know? How are we going to, if you want to buy, if you want to get?
If you want to get camera, you can't just say you want to get camera without having plan. You must have plan that this is the standard I want. Now, if you want to buy phone now, you will specifically choose that I want to buy 100 megapixel camera on phone. Some people may decide to choose 50 megapixel, basically because they don't have the money to buy. But it depends on your pocket. If you have money now, you can go for the camera of 5 megapixel. Some people go for 2 megapixel. Some people go for 4. You understand now? It depends on what you have for pocket. If you have money, you can go for 5, which will give you very high, extremely high quality.
And like that one, I see something to add to it. When we talk of outdoor and indoor, we need to check the IP rating, water resistant.
Because
The IP rating.
outdoor camera now, the IP rating is very important. If you go use indoor camera outside, it quickly wear off.
Wait, what you are saying now, if I could get, what you are saying now, that what same camera that we can use inside, we can still use it outside.
Yes.
There is difference between outdoor camera and indoor
Indoor
camera.
camera,
If
yeah.
you use, not that the indoor camera cannot work outside, it can work. Even the outside can work inside. But what he said now, the IP rating, that's the waterproof. If you are using the camera that have less waterproof outside, it will quickly, you see that the color, you see all this one now, the color
I've changed.
no, it hasn't changed so far. The one outside, that bullet camera outside, it is not. That HIK vision, it's original HIK vision, outdoor camera. But if you install like all these bullet camera that it's supposed to install outside, you're supposed to install inside, you now install it outside, it may quickly get damaged because of the exposure to weather.
Tolerance.
I think for indoor, every indoor.
And you see some people, if they install our outdoor camera, they will also install cover on top of it,
Yeah.
in order to prevent rain and sun to degrade the quality of the what's it called, casing of the camera. Because once the casing is degrading, it will be easy for water to penetrate, and the outer shell of the camera will start rusting. Tó bá dẹ̀ ti ń rust, ó lè jẹ́ kó máa percolate sí inú camera, and once water percolate into the camera, there might be breach in short circuit, electrical short circuit inside, and it may cause the camera not to work again.
That's why iPhone can enter water. And telephone IP rate.
Yes, I be iPhone. Inside water.
Ẹ sọ yẹn sínú mi náà, kẹ́mi ṣe experiment.
Pay before service. I think the indoor IP rating is 5.5, while the outdoor anything is 6.8.
So, another question.
Water and dust.
Water and dust.
That is the IP.
And now,
One is water, one is for dust.
Thank you very much.
so another question. So, after the end of the course, we shall go into the what's it called?
Installation proper.
Practical aspects. So we are still onto the theoretical aspects. So, in the absence of no question, then we shall call it a day. Thanks.